welcome back to the channel. My name's Max. I'm the fast talking flipper. Angie's my better half. She just ran in to use the restroom, so you know it's the middle of the day. It is Wednesday, February 14th. We didn't film yesterday for pools, and it's not because I'm a bad reseller or bad YouTuber. We had 0 sales on Monday. Yes, that's right. I don't know what happened, but I had absolutely no sales whatsoever. I haven't laid a goose egg like that in months upon months, and it was shocking because we had a killer weekend. So we are resellers. We buy locally at yard sales, estate sales, thrift stores, that kind of thing, and we buy it low and we sell it online for more. We do this part-time. We usually throw things on eBay, but we do other platforms as well. This is my midweek pool video. I'm going to show you what we have sold through the week and talk to you about a topic and go forward from there. Thank you for all the new subscribers. If you're tuning in for the first time, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for coming on board. And this is how we document that, just to show how you can do this part-time and do it flexibly on your schedule and still turn 6 figures a year on eBay. We sold since yesterday, since I would have filmed yesterday until today, we have sold 7 items for $457.44. So I'm going to pull those, get them ready to ship, and get them out of here today. First one has been listed for quite some time. It's on D3. It is Amazon's Basics HDMI cable. I remember I got this in a group lot of a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't remember where or when. It's been here over a year. And I'm happy to get it gone because I want to turn inventory over. I have no idea where it is in here. You would think it would be, it says D3. All right, well, helps if I'm in D3. Derp. And you know, I figure if they could sell it in this thing, we could sell it. Oh, we got this in the videography unit. That's where we got it. It was just one of the ancillaries that was in there. So figured it's like real heavy duty for an Amazon Basics. They usually sell cheaper stuff. That thing is heavy duty. I said duty, but it sold for $8.97, and it's finally going to get out of here and go to a new home. Vintage 1986 World of Wonder Jack W. Twig. If you know who this is, you are doing better than I am, because when I got it, I had no idea who in the world this is. The guy that I got it from explained it to me. Says it's in here. There it is. It's buried in the back. There we go. It is a puppet. It's just going to go in a poly mailer and get out of here. I'll just get it like that. Sold for $34.99. The guy that I got it from explained that's the villain from Teddy Ruxpin. I had no idea there was a villain. I didn't really get into Teddy Ruxpin when I was a kid, so that probably makes sense why I would not know. Xbox 360 game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Manhattan. Where were the turtles from? I don't know. You know, now that I say that, Xbox 360 must be this one because it's one of the only ones loose by itself. Turtles in Manhattan. I thought they were from New York City. Are they from a different borough of New York City other than Manhattan? I don't know. $21.99. Holy cow, that's a good one. $21.99 going out of here on that one. Easy to ship. B3, Lincoln Motor Company. I gave $1 for this one. Lincoln Motor Company, it's a water bottle. Waddle. B3, random yard sale. You know, sometimes you're just out and you're like, oh, that's different. You grab something, you bring it home, and you throw it online. I'm going to try to get away from that kind of thing this year, in that it wasn't really worth listing, and it sat around for a good long time. Here it is. It's just cool. You know, it's individualized. Lincoln is a nicer brand, so I figured that was probably pretty expensive, and it probably was at the dealership, but it only sold for $8 on an offer. I think it had listed for $9.99, took an offer of $8. So going to get that out of here. I've got a Snap-on Tools valve core remover tool. If you want to be your best friend's enemy, get you one of these and remove all their valve cores out of their tires, out of their wheels, and they won't be able to air them back up. It goes for $29.99. Pretty mean thing to do if you do that, because they won't be able to air them back up to have to tow the car. Let's see, Bose Quiet Comfort. I just got these. F2 is where I put them. F2. I got these in a group lot of random stuff. The lady was cleaning out her closet. These were brand new sealed, and this was my main reason for buying. I buy bows. Man, I look for bows. It's one of my main lookouts. It's one of my main go-tos. And I'll buy bows. These were sealed new. She had them listed $100 for them and like 4 or 5 other items. Total, I listed like $400 out of that $100. They've only been listed like a couple days, maybe a week at the very, very most. Took an offer of $249 on them. So they're going to go out of here like that. That's plus shipping too, so that's a good one. That's an easy flip. That's something that I get into that's very easy. And I'll talk to you after this next one about this week's topic. Excuse me. I've got Rolling Stones EXCELL on Main Street, I3. It is an 8-track cassette. Finally going out of here with an 8-track. That's kind of nice. We've only got a few left. Let's see. The Rolling Stones. Is that it? No, that's Human League. That's actually a really expensive one. Now that I see it, it's got to be this one, I guess. The Rolling Stones EXCELL on Main Street. We got these in a group lot. It's been a while, but we sold probably $1,000 out of that group lot. This one goes for $10 on an offer. Going to get it out of here and get it gone. So I was just talking to my buddy, I'm Just Key. Speaking of buddies, before I jump into that, because I just remembered, my good friend Scott, over at the Trading Post Pickers, him and Christina run that channel there. He sent me this t-shirt. They got it down in Tennessee. Thank you so much, Scott. It is a very nice NFL branded Cincinnati Bengals button front, button down. Yeah, button front. Sorry, button down. That's a difference. Button down means that the collar's buttoned down. Button front means that the front of it buttons down with a pocket. Very nice shirt. He sent that to me, and he sent me a Bengals display piece over here, and that was great of him. I owe him some silverware. He sent that because I owe him some silverware. So thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. But the other conversation that I had was with my buddy, I'm Just Key. If you don't know his channel, please go find it. I'm Just Key. He's a great YouTuber. I really like his energy and his content, and we were talking back and forth about he's been wanting to expand more out of just video games and get to be a more everything seller. Not really everything, but he likes electronics. And I sold a printer that I hadn't shipped, and I needed to ship it, and I showed him how easy it was to ship printers. And this is the end result of the shipped printer. That thing there, I got it for $5. It took me 10 minutes to list it, 20 minutes to wrap it. All I did was cut pieces of cardboard, the shape of it. I've got these border pieces that I get from my local supply store, these 1/4-inch cardboard border pieces. You can see they're really thick, and they come in 24-inch sections, and then you can cut it down from there to fit inside your box. I wrapped the corners in those border pieces and wrapped it with cardboard, and then I've got some bubble wrap that I have saved from different various places. This thicker bubble wrap that I used to line the box with, and I put it in the box. It took me 20 minutes to package it. Sold it for $5. Sold it for $70. I bought it for $5. Sold it for $70. The total order came to $103.12. After taxes, shipping, fees, everything, in my pocket goes $65.99. From that, I have to take $5 for supplies and $5 for the original purchase cost. So that means I made $55.99 for a half an hour's worth of work. Honestly, that's a little low. I would like to see more, but because I still have to pay taxes out of that. So 30% of that is going to be $15-20, we'll say. So I made $35.99 for half an hour's worth of work. That's okay. That's all right. That means $70 an hour. We're okay with that. But I wanted to give you an idea of what it really takes. What took me so long to ship it, a couple days to ship it, was I didn't have a box. I had to go find a box. It needed an 18-18-18. We don't stock 18-18-18. That's too big for us to stock. That's not a normal size box that we would stock. So I had to get a box for it, and that's what took me a couple days. So I'm going to get a ding on my shipping, but that's how you would do something like that. My recommendation is when you get that into inventory, go get your box for it then. That would be smart. Go get it then so that you're not waiting on it when it comes time to sell it, that kind of thing. So I will sign off for now, and I will see you tomorrow on Thursday. All right, guys, welcome back. It's Thursday. It's later in the day than what we normally would film, but that's because I just had a bunch of crap going on today. Angie wasn't feeling well, so I had to take care of everything around the house so that she could, rest up, because that's, part of it of working as a team is that when one is short on energy one day, the next partner can step up and you can make stuff happen. So it's wonderful that it can happen like that. I've got 6 orders going out for $311.34. So we'll get those pulled. I got to get them shipped tonight because it's late enough that I have to get them out. So the first one is something that I got in my free reseller locker, and we're getting down on how many of those we have left. This is a multi-quantity listing that we had. It's Michigan Boo Hiss here in Ohio area. Michigan stickers. They sold on an offer for $8.24. They're super easy to ship, so I like that about them. I'm going to I3 for a camera lens, and I believe we picked this up. I don't even know anymore. You know, we get so many of these. I love grabbing them because generally speaking, if you can look through them and not see anything wrong with them immediately, and they spin freely within their range of motion, they're in good shape. $24.99 for that Nikon camera lens. That is for, let's see. I don't see what mount that it says it's for, but it's a Nikon. Well, it's going to be for a Nikon mount. That's what it's going to be for. And it's a 28 to 80 millimeter, and it's a cheaper lens, but you know, it's pretty easy to get that sold. Next item, I've got one of my vintage AC/DC shirts sold. And guys, I nuked my store today. I got on and I deleted every listing. And for a short period of time, I had 0 listings. About 5 minutes, I had 0 listings. This is a, is this the right one? Hell's Bells, it says. I believe it is. I believe that's the only one that I have up here. Yeah, that's the only one that I have up here. It shows that it's a wearer shirt, I believe. Hell's Bells. I'm going to have to look this one up because I want to make sure that I got the right one. I did. It's a Hell's Bells shirt. This guy bought this and he liked it, and I showed it to him because it has a cut in it. I have quite a few of these shirts that are torn up like that. The guy must have liked belly shirts or something, and this is one of those. It's got a cut in it, but it is a vintage shirt, and I wanted to make sure that it got to the right people because that's a cool one to have. And even though it had the cut in it, it's still sold for $39.98. So that's a cool one there. We've got some DISPENSER. They just sold, and they're going to a repeat buyer. Thank you for buying again on E3. I'm going to go grab those real quick. It looks like it's a 3-pack box of DISPENSERs. Of course, not easy to grab or easy to deal with. It's not Beechmont Ford. This is kind of a weird handhold. But I got these for free at the end of an auction when they were getting rid of boxes and no one wanted to buy the boxes. I will always look for these DISPENSERs from now on because $24.98. And if you've been watching for a while, you have seen in some of our other videos where we sold more of those discs for a good chunk of change. So I'm definitely happy with that. I've got the last, I think I might have one more piece of the Milwaukee tool buy. If you remember, I gave $450 for all of these. Not going to make a ton of money off of them, but they all turned around super quick. In less than 2 weeks, everything is sold. I think there's one more small piece, and it's like a handheld cutter, so it's only like a $15, $20 piece. But almost all of these tools, because they're priced right, have sold. I took an offer on this guy here, and it sold for $120. So it's going out like that. I might have made $200 to $300 on the deal, maybe not even that, and that's before taking out taxes. But $200 in 2 weeks on a $450 investment, not the greatest return on inventory, but or return on investment, excuse me, but it happened quickly. If you can do that, you know, if you could take $100,000, invest it today, and 2 weeks from now you're going to have $150,000, aren't you going to do that? You are. There is no investor on this planet that is not going to do that. And I was fairly certain, within a 90%, rate of certainty, that I was going to do that with these, and that's why we did it. So not a high rate of return, but definitely a rate of return to turn some money over. So it is a strategy to look at. Definitely a strategy to look at. I got a Pentax camera, an N4 that I need to go get. And I don't know where this one came from. One of our random camera buys. You go out to yard sales, you see a camera, you're like, oh, it's $1. You grab it. And it'll eventually sell. What happens with these is somebody has one, they use it for a while and it breaks and they know how good it is and they want to replace it. So they reach out to you and they buy it for $24.99. I'm sorry, $25 even. $25 even is what that sold for. Must have taken an offer. I think it was like at $29.99. So we took an offer on that. So that's where we're at. We've got 2 days of sales because Monday we had crap. We had absolutely nothing on Monday. Tuesday. We had nothing to pull on Tuesday. And we had to wait until yesterday, Wednesday, and now Thursday. And I'll get all this stuff packaged up and get it out of here and on its way. Let me know about the topic. You know, what do you think? Comment down below. Let me know about your ideas about it. But like, subscribe, share, do all that kind of crazy stuff. And I will see you on the next one.